Hey everyone, I'm Teresa. Welcome back to my channel, Lost My Thread. Today I'm going to be telling you about everything that I made in the month of December. Now, if you watched my daily Vlogmas videos in the month of December, you probably will have seen a lot of these things, but I know that not everyone watched those, and I want to make sure that nobody is left out about knowing what I made in December. I'm going to start with what I'm wearing because I feel like that always makes the most sense. And this is the Toaster Sweater 1 by Sew House 7. This is a really snuggly, lovely jumper. It's got this great neck detail. It sits up really nicely. I didn't actually do anything to add any additional interfacing or anything, any kind of structure, but this is a really soft, fluffy, fleecy sweatshirting fabric. I'll try and turn the sleeve inside out so that you can see what it looks like. But it's really extremely snuggly and warm in there, and it's quite a thick fleece. So I feel like that folding over itself manages to keep a pretty good structure along the neckline. And then I've got similar with cuffs at the sleeves and cuffs at the bottom of this sweatshirt as well. It is so warm. It is extremely cozy. It's really lovely, soft fabric. I got this from Guthrie and Ghani at the beginning of last year with the view to make a Toaster Sweater 2 with it, but I've been really wanting to make the Toaster Sweater 1 with this stand-up collar, and this has got a raglan sleeve detail, which I feel like gives it an extra snuggly quality, to me anyway. So I did just make the size that was theoretically meant to be to fit my full bust, and I think it fits well. It's meant to be a bit oversized, which again makes you feel all kind of cozy in there. The sleeves are quite long for me, which I really like. It feels really comfortable. I did size up the hemband because if you look at the finished garment measurements on this pattern, it's supposed to have some negative ease to be a bit tight fitted just over the hips, which I didn't really want. So I just sized up so that the finished garment measurements were going to be a little bit bigger than my actual hips. I feel like it turned out really well. I did do some optional top stitching details. It's not the neatest, but I feel like it gives it a bit more of a professional finish, but as you can see, it's a little bit jaggedy at points, but I feel like it just helps everything to sit that little bit flatter as well. I am definitely going to be making more toaster sweaters. If you couldn't pick up on the fabric, I'll bring it a little bit closer. This is, I would call like a raspberry pink color, but it's marled, so it's got that nice white bit underneath. Like I said, it's really very snuggly, and I know this is something that I'm going to want to wear loads in the winter time, just as a layering piece, even when it's a little bit chillier, when it's not so cold. But I have really enjoyed wearing this since I've made it, and I know that I'm going to be wearing it loads. The next garment I will share with you is my dress that I made for Christmas. So there was a whole progress on my Vlogmas with this, but for those of you who don't know or want a refresher, this is the Norma blouse by Fibre Mood hacked into a dress. So the Norma blouse is just basically the blouse portion with these sleeves. We've got this lovely gathered cuff on the sleeve, really nice gathering at the top of the shoulder as well. There's no collar here. It's just a really nice button-up blouse, and I do want to make more of this. It's a super simple shape. There's no darts, but it fits me surprisingly well. I went for some nice matte buttons that went pretty well with the color. This color I absolutely love. It doesn't always come across great in the video and in photos, but it's very, to me, like a poinsettia flower. So when you look at poinsettias, they're like a very deep, rich red, and then from certain angles they look a little bit darker. Very similar with this. So depending on where the gathers are holding themselves, where the light is hitting it, there's quite a bit of variation in the color and what it comes across as, and I really, really love that. I did add some of my Kylie in the Machine label in the back. I went for fabulous and handmade and did some additional top or sort of fancy embellishing stitches on there for my machine just to make it that little bit extra for Christmas, because you know it's Christmas. But the way I hacked it into a dress is I added some gathered sections. So there's a gathered section just under the waist, and then there's a longer, that skirt section's a bit longer with a smaller little gathered, more like a frill at the bottom underneath there. Both of these I just did 1.5 times the length of the section that I was gathering onto, and that gave me the right kind of gathers that I wanted. I decided not to make proper buttonholes on here. I just sewed the buttons onto there because I knew that I wasn't going to be doing and undoing the buttons. My hope was that I would be able to pull the whole thing over my head, which I was able to do with a muslin. But when it came to this one, I think it's because of all of these additional gathers here. Oh yeah, and I added some really nice big pockets that are attached at the waist seam. They are ginormous and they are lovely, but it just added a lot of extra bulk into the seam. And I did take in a tiny bit more at the waist because I was worried it wasn't going to be fitted enough for my liking. And in the end, I couldn't get it on and off over my head very easily at all. So I ended up adding, let me try and find the side, an invisible zipper in the side seam. So there's just an invisible zipper to help me get in and out that just goes a little bit below the waist, basically above where the pocket is. And that's how I'm able to unzip it at the side and take it on and off really easily. So this is a linen fabric, 100% linen. It's an enzyme washed linen fabric that I got from Sew Me Sunshine. I really love enzyme washed linen. I feel like it's just the right kind of weight. So it's not super lightweight, but it's not really thick and structured. I feel like it's somewhere in between the two. And so it works well, I think, for all different weather. So I feel like something like this, when it's really hot, you can still wear enzyme washed linen because it's really breathable. But if it's going to be colder, it's that little bit thicker that it keeps you warm. And I genuinely I absolutely adore this fabric. And I'm so glad that I was able to get this dress out of it. It felt so wonderful to wear on Christmas. It felt super Christmassy. It was exactly what I was hoping for. And I was just so proud of that make. It was just such a perfect, just cherry on the top of all the things that I've been working on leading up to Christmas. I have one more thing to tell you about that I can't physically show you because I've posted it off as a Christmas gift. This was made for my best friend back home in the US, and I made her and her husband and her little son a popcorn bag. It is a bag made of quilting cotton with cotton thread that they can put in the microwave with some popcorn kernels to make their own microwave popcorn. It's reusable. My friend did also tell me that she's planning to use it to reheat tortillas, which is excellent, good double usage, and always going to support that kind of eating. But the popcorn bag we sent and decided to make it more like a movie night that we were sending them rather than just a popcorn bag that didn't seem that exciting. So we sent them some popcorn seasoning and we sent them a movie as well. It was Rashomon. It's like an old Japanese film. Really great film, really cool one, and I really hope that they love it. But it was just a fun overall package to send. The popcorn bag itself, I have one for myself that I made in November. I've loved using it. It's really fun to actually use, and it does make, you know, good popcorn. It works. It does what it's supposed to do. I used some really beautiful fabric for this one that I got from So Scrumptious. I wanted to go with So Scrumptious because I know they have really quick delivery, and I was conscious that Christmas was coming. I needed to ship it well enough in advance to get to her for Christmas. But the fabric is just so cool. I really, really love it. It's got a super vintagey vibe, and I think that it works really well with the lining we put on the inside, which is like a really cute polka dot on the inside. It's such a fun combination, and I will say my husband and I were both a bit jealous because we've got a popcorn bag, but it's nowhere as cool as this popcorn bag. But it was a really nice gift, and I do think I'll be making more of these for people in the future. I have a few more Christmassy themed makes to share with you. So the first one is a pair of stockings that I made for me and my husband. So we haven't had stockings ever before. I had them growing up. My husband didn't have them growing up. And we've been buying each other some very big presents recently, which meant that we weren't going to be buying each other anything for Christmas because we knew that if we were going to buy a big present for a previous Christmas and birthday, we have to let that stretch out over multiple holidays and things. So we wanted to still be able to get each other just small little things, and I thought, perfect, stocking stuffers, that much we can manage to do. So I made a stocking for each of us. This is my husband's, and this one is mine. And they are again made with fabric that I got from So Scrumptious Fabrics. They are quilting weight cottons. His is lined in a black linen because that's just the fabric that I had that was a good lining. And mine is lined with a red cotton twill. Again, that's just what I had to hand. They are both hanging with some Christmassy ribbons, so hopefully you can see there are like candy canes on there. And that just keeps them on the mantle. So I decided that I wanted to use the So Scrumptious stocking pattern. It was not very expensive because I liked the shape of it. I felt like it was a good size, so I wanted to go for that. So that's from the So Scrumptious website, which I will link down below. But I also wanted to make them really snuggly because stockings to me should be cozy, so if they're not knitted, I wanted to do something to make them snuggly and cozy. So I added some quilt batting onto the inside of these and around the rim here of this hem. Is that a hem? Cuff? The cuff. And I thought it made them look so cute. I love the two. They look great together on the mantle. And that is one of those things that I know we're just going to be using for years to come, which is such a nice thing to know. So they're going to be getting packed up for Christmas 2022. The last thing to tell you about is a knitting project that I was working on over December as well. And I made this little snowman. We call him Peanut, Peanut the Snowman. Anyone who watched Vlogmas is gonna know why. I mean, if not, look, he basically looks like a peanut. Very much, with a face and a little scarf and a little hat and face. Yeah, he's super cute. I didn't know really what I was doing going into it, but I really enjoyed the process, and I've got other little figurines that I can make next year, so I will definitely be pulling that pattern out again next December, seeing what I want to make then. But he's just a very simple little knitted guy. I got the idea from Kath, made by Kath Crafts. She made these last year, and I really wanted to make one of my own. I asked her where she got the pattern. She got it on eBay. It seems like it was actually from an old magazine, and so there was someone selling printed copies, but I don't think it's particularly legit the way that I got the pattern, so I'm probably not going to terribly recommend it, but I did manage to find it on eBay, so if you have a hunt you might be able to if you want to, but I think probably I would prefer the money to go to the designer of that knitting pattern if I knew a way to find them. So I'll see if I can, but probably not, to be honest with you. And then the last thing that I did at the end of December is I managed to cut out fabric for a dress that I'm making. It's this really beautiful, it's called shot linen fabric. So it's red and white. So one of the layers is, or one of the directions is red and the other direction is white. And it has a really cool effect of looking red and white at different angles, but from far back it looks pink. It also has a slight sheen to it. It's not meant to, but I definitely feel like the light hits it in a particular way, that it's slightly shiny. The plan for this is that I'm making a dress hack of the Zadie jumpsuit. So I've cut all the pieces out, but I was a bit sick at the end of December and didn't manage to get it sewn up at that point. But I will be working on that in the coming weeks, and you will be seeing it at some point soon, I'm sure. But I hope that will be a fun dress, and I'm glad to have it all cut out and ready to go. So that is everything that I made in the month of December. Like I said, there's lots more details on my December Vlogmas videos. I will put a link to the playlist down below if you didn't see it. It's incredibly seasonal, very Christmassy, so you might not want to watch it outside of Christmas season, but there's so much more detail on many of the things that I made if you want to know a little bit more about the process of me making them, particularly that Norma dress hack. There was quite a lot going on generally during that period. If you did enjoy my video, please do hit the like button down below to help other people to find my video and find my channel. If you want to make sure that you don't miss out on more of my videos, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Leave me a comment if you have anything to say about any of things that I've made or anything that you made in the month of December. I am always looking for more inspiration, and I always get very excited about making festive things in the month of December, so I can start my planning for next December as soon as I'm ready, basically. So give me the ideas and I will happily take them down. I hope you're all doing very well, and I will see you before long. Bye!